from our last video that we had left Port Vila in Vanuatu and were now destined for New Caledonia. The weather conditions proved to be the opposite to what was forecast. So as we enter here, friends who watch my videos, our videos, asked me to sort of share what's going through my mind as we enter a place. And what is going through my mind? Of course, we've come through quite a rough passage. We've had a nice calm night though, and we've been able to rest by just keeping the boat at slow speed as we wanted to enter here in daylight. It's unfamiliar territory, as is mostly the case when we're sailing around the world. So, we're going to be negotiating new passageways through reef-infested system, but this is a French island, and the French normally have well-marked passages, and at any rate the charts are normally quite accurate around French territory. So I'm quite confident in that. There's good information coming into New Caledonia. Yeah, I'm thinking we have a port to enter, Port Moselle, once we get around the southern side. So there's going to be a procedure to enter and find anchorage, or do we go to the immigration or customs dock? I'm not sure. So, you know, that's going through my mind. We have immigration and customs and biosecurity officials to see today, to clear in, and that process I'm not too sure of, although French islands generally are very good with very friendly officials, and in some islands like in the Caribbean you don't even see the officials, you just clear in on the internet and say I'm here to stay. I love French islands. I think the French really try to keep things free for sailors, and that's a great feeling. You know, we're arriving at this island and there are no charges to arrive here like on other islands. We feel like cows on other islands, they just want to milk us. But here on the French islands, it's free. Obviously the officials here in New Caledonia want us to clear in and say hello, show our face, fill in some paperwork, and it's all done. So that's great, you know, we're not being asked to haul out money immediately. I mean, obviously the island is not cheap when you buy food and stuff. But the fact that they've allowed us in here free, we don't worry with that, you know. It's just such a pleasure being on a French island again. Yeah, and these are things going through my mind. You know, right now I've got the passages to negotiate. We don't want to put Impi onto a reef or anything like that. We've got the port and the authorities, and from there we'll look at some maintenance on the boat again and just make sure that Impi's in top shape before we start cruising around New Caledonia. One thing we were keeping an eye out for is turbulent water. Being an island that has a surrounding reef system means that between slack tides, water is either squeezing out of narrow passageways to the sea or vice versa. However, we were pleasantly surprised not to encounter such currents.
There we have a ferry coming towards us. Right, so now we have a dangerous target. You can see it's flashing. It's actually alarmed me to warn me that we had a dangerous target approaching. We can see that it's doing a very fast speed of 29.2 knots over ground. That's its course at the moment, and its closest point of approach to us is going to be 0.7 nautical miles within 2 minutes. So that's a buoy I want to be careful of. And there he is. Right, so that's a ferry coming pretty hard and fast at us. He's doing 28.7 knots. And right now he's going to miss us by 0.246 miles, nautical miles. There we see the name of the boat, Betico 2. So we see the name of the boat there, his speed, he's coming really close to us. Here we can see him here, he's going to pass us on our port side, so we're going port to port. I've altered my course a little bit to give him room. And there he goes. Impressive. Betico 2 on the side there. So there we go. That was quite a good example of how well AIS works. We had actually picked him up as a dangerous alarm before he'd even got around the mountain here. He was literally coming around there. So, you know, I see on a lot of the forums, people are saying you have to be careful what you wish for in terms of AIS being compulsory on vessels. I definitely believe AIS should be compulsory on every vessel out there. And the reason people don't like it to be compulsory is, number one, the price. And secondly, because it gives a very cluttered look when you come to a busy place like harbours and so forth. But you know, one can simply switch it off if you're in an area like that where you've got good visibility. In congested areas like that where you've got fog and poor weather conditions and you can't see well, radar does not pick up well in rain at all. You just see a mass of scatter. But you can see AIS and it will show you the position of vessels and so on. Soon we found ourselves navigating up a picturesque passage known as Canal Woodin. Here where the water is calm, Anna took the moment to wash our sea-saturated clothes. We don't like to use the washing machine in turbulent water. The one thing we always strive for is to clean up the boat. We tend to pack things away prior to arriving at the port. This way we find we are free to roam the island immediately, and it also makes a good impression on the officials should they wish to visit the boat. Something that surprised us is the size of this island. It feels to be much bigger than we had expected. That over there is Baie de Citron, which I call Baie de Citrons, but it's not, it's Baie de Citron. Nice little island over there. And Anna says this reminds her of the south of France actually. Looks just like the south of France.
After a lengthy passage, we finally arrived at Noumea, or more specifically, Port Moselle. We placed a call to Port Moselle Marina on the VHF radio to ask for the procedures of arrival. We were told to find a spot to anchor and wished good luck along with that. We were also told that after we felt we had had a chance to relax, we should proceed to their office with the dinghy for further instructions. I tried to stare into your eyes and realize that there was something missing. The only dinghy docks in the port are owned by marinas. The Port Moselle Marina dinghy dock comes with a fee of about $30 per week and entitles one to free showers, waste disposal and free internet.
Bonjour.
We were told to take the dinghy to the northeasternmost side of the port and walk to the customs and immigration offices. Immigration closes daily at 11 a.m. It is not long when one walks in this town that one discovers cultural arts and sculptures everywhere. Also in the town is a monument with a plaque which reads as follows: in honor of the US forces who by their presence during the Pacific War from March 1942 to February 1946 ensured the freedom of New Caledonia. Our people are deeply grateful. Time to go shopping. We discovered a spot along the dock in the main port which serves as a shortcut to the shopping centre.
I tried to stare into your eyes and realize that there was something missing.
Very nice little cafes here. She's nice.
Cool spots, eh? Very cool over here. So this is how we go shopping, man. Check out this. We just pull up to the dock and there's a ladder here and that's it. There's no dinghy dock out here. Okay. Oh, oui. Le pain. Hey, it's good bread here in the French territories, man. It's the best. This is my favorite part, watching Anna climbing ladders, man. I love watching her climb up ladders.
I tried to stare into your eyes and realize that there was something missing.
Ah, she's got it. Hey, well done. Now just wait for Anna to finish shopping. It's tough for the driver of the dinghy. He has to stay with the dinghy while Anna goes off to do shopping, other types of chores.
And so we wait and wait and wait. Ah, there she comes now. Ah, c'est toi. C'est toi.
It's very heavy.
You meant to say c'est moi.
Oh, c'est moi. Sorry.
Is it heavy?
Yeah.
You want to pass me there?
Just hope it doesn't break.
Ah, and what did we buy today?
Du vin, du pain et du fromage.
Du vin and pain au chocolat?
No.
No pain au chocolat. We're in French territory. Where's my pain au chocolat?
Demain matin, on ira au boulanger pour acheter des pains au chocolat.
Ah. Bouteille de vin?
De l'eau.
Ah, bouteille de l'eau?
Du lait.
Ah, les box du lait? Yeah, we're in business, man. Thank you, love.
Sorry, it took such a long time. I couldn't find the milk.
again. Back home on Impi.
No. Coming out of the bag.
Saucisson,
Yeah?
jambon,
Jambon,
lardon,
lardon,
fromage.
fromage. Ah, Oreos. That's not French.
Les lémuriens sont vulnérables. Ils doivent faire vite.
Whew, some nice coffee and French TV again.
The French community love the sea. We see this on so many of their islands, and New Caledonia is no exception to the rule.
Bonjour. Bonjour, okay.
Here on most evenings, folks will be seen racing yachts, paddling canoes, which is massive in terms of sport for the French. One can feel excitement in the air, and although much of this seems to be fun, there too is an underlying competitiveness
very good, man.
to be the best.
It's nice to let everyone can see the water.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Many of the local folks live on boats here in Port Moselle. Some live in the countrysides and stay on board during weekdays whilst in the city earning money. The vibe and ambiance here is a blend of happiness and leisure, whilst at the same time there is an underlying seriousness to get down to business and make money. Still, as with all French countries, a prominent part of the French lifestyle is very much time and effort in spending time together as a family. This is certainly to be admired.